Hi. So I think you're getting used to me now. I think this is our third insight to enhance the connection to you. So I hope you are enjoying these insights. I have taken many, many courses, saw many, many clients for many years, and now teaching many students. And these are just kind of insights that I wish everybody had to just enhance that connection to you, because it's that connection to you that allows the depression to float away. And the more connected you are to you and your potency, the less anxiety actually you will have too. So I hope you're enjoying these. And I'm just now going to share the screen and we'll go to our next insight. So 7 insights to enhance your connection to you. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite topics. So I hope you enjoy it. So meridians, that's from traditional Chinese medicine. And they're basically energy pathways through the body. Okay, they're rivers of energy. Chakras, if you've ever heard of chakras, are pools of energy, and they actually feed the meridians, help to feed. Meridians are fed by many, many things, but they're energy pathways. And they have to be nurtured both physically and emotionally, like energetically. And so I'm just going to talk about one. If you enjoy this topic, there's a whole course on this, The Art of Choosing You website, Insights to Your Body Imbalances, or AKA what your aches and pains are saying to you. So we're going to chat about my favorite meridian, which is the spleen meridian. And if you've ever cut a meridian that is physically damaged, so you may cause emotional stuff within you. So I'll get more into that with the spleen meridian. So the spleen meridian. So, and you can see it there flowing through the body. Okay. And it goes all the way up to the tongue too. Okay. Flows along the side of the body, through the side of the chest. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it's flowing up. Yep. And comes in the big toe there. Okay. Now the spleen does a lot of different things. It does food digestion and nutrients absorption by technically making enzymes that it releases into the small intestine. Okay. It also helps in the formation of blood and energy. How that spleen does that, our red blood cells are meant to carry 4 oxygen molecules. Okay. However, our red blood cells go around and they get bumped, and they actually don't have a nucleus, so they don't know how to repair themselves. So they're technically supposed to carry 4 oxygen molecules, but if they get damaged, they might only carry 1 or 2 oxygen molecules. So then you have this red blood cell that's not doing its job of getting fresh oxygen to your cells. So no fresh oxygen means you're tired, you're sluggish, your cells and tissues aren't working optimally. So what the spleen actually does is notice these red blood cells that aren't doing their job, and it takes them out of circulation and recycles everything of them, like the hemoglobin out of them and all that. And then it tells the bone marrow to make more blood. So you want a good functioning spleen, okay, so that you get lots of oxygen to your red blood cells. Yay! So that's actually what the spleen does. So it helps with your energy by getting oxygen to where it's needed. It also keeps blood in the blood vessels. So if you actually have a weak spleen, you actually bruise more easily. Okay. It's connected with the muscles, mouth, and lips. It's involved in our thinking, studying, and memory, and gives us the ability to focus on tasks. So if you're not able to focus on tasks, it could be something wrong with your spleen and your spleen meridian. Now, it might not be really out of balance, like, not that you got something really medically wrong, but your spleen just needs some nurturing more so that you can focus on tasks. Okay. The emotions of what the spleen processes is worrying. Okay. And if you're dwelling or focusing too much on a particular topic, your spleen is going to have the effect of that. Or excessive mental work actually causes havoc with the spleen. And then wherever the spleen travels, okay, you could have aches and pains because the energy isn't traveling good. Thus, there's a buildup of toxins because energy has to flow first, then blood, then lymph. So if the energy is not flowing good, you get way less blood and way less lymph. And it's the blood and lymph that cleanses that area. Okay. So I hope I'm not going too fast. But like I say, I have a whole 2.5 hour presentation on this, and I just love this topic. So symptoms of spleen imbalances: tired, loss of appetite, mucus discharge, poor digestion, abdominal distension, loose stools or diarrhea, weak muscles, pale lips, bruising, excessive menstrual flow, and other bleeding disorders. And if someone's obsessing about the past lots, their spleen meridian needs some juice, needs some generation. So this is how you nurture the spleen meridian. You actually start nurturing the essence of you. You actually start becoming your own best friend. Okay. So are you taking time to be you? Are you taking time to be in silent with you? Do you enjoy being you? Do you feel a lack of connection to yourself? Thus, that lack of connection to self will create a lack of connection to others. Okay. Are you giving up the power of you? Is cleansing or purification an issue for you? Like if you're OCD with cleansing, that's liver, or that's spleen meridian. Okay. Are you in touch with the rhythm of life? Are you able to cycle? And cycle, our breathing is a cycle, our heartbeats are a cycle, also our sleep and awake is a cycle. So the spleen affects anything that cycles. So you want to nurture the essence of you to nurture your spleen meridian, thus nurture all of this. And actually, if you have a good spleen meridian, your triple heater is exact opposite meridian of time. Okay. Now the spleen meridian runs the most between 9 and 11 a.m. So the triple heater meridian is 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So you need a good functioning spleen meridian to actually have a lot of energy for that triple heater meridian. The triple heater is like the triple warmer of you. Okay. Keeping you warm when it's cold outside and stuff like that. But it also controls your hormonal balances or imbalances or lack of balance. So if you don't nurture your spleen meridian, your triple heater meridian is out of balance, and then your hormones are out of balance. So how can you be your best friend? How can you start treating you with more respect, more honoring of you, more being vulnerable with you, more being truth talks with you too? So yeah, what's it going to take for you to nurture the essence of you? And that's my next insight. Are you nurturing the essence of you? So, oh yeah, so this, I want to talk about this before we end here today. Our brain, which we've learned already with the last insight, our brain is all about making a pro and con list. And so as soon as you look in your life of where you're valuable, your brain will start searching for the opposite, where you're not valuable. Okay. So instead of looking, where am I valuable in life? Your brain will actually find where you're not valuable. All I want to do is challenge you to choose to value you. Do not look for validation from others. Start to validate you. Do not look for others to respect you. Start respecting you and your inner thoughts and your inner awarenesses. Become your own best friend. Tap into you and what you truly desire. Not always fulfilling other people's wishes. Are you fulfilling your own wishes? So even though it is easier to figure out other people's wishes, what are your wishes? Figure them out to nurture you and just start to value you. What do you like to do? Like I love to walk outside with nature. So I choose to do that as often as possible. Is there more things on my to-do list? For sure. But I choose to go for a walk with nature. That is valuing me. Okay. So what could you do to value you? Not to find you as valuable. That's a different. It's just to choose to value you. And so that's my next insight is, are you valuing you? Are you choosing to value you? And the more you value you, the more connection you have to you. And the more you create that essence of you. So I do hope you are enjoying these. And yes, I thank you for joining me on these. We've got a few more to go. And then the last night, which is a Friday night at 7:30, I hope to be on with you live, and you can ask any questions from these other insights or more where you want more information. And yeah, I look forward to meeting you on the Friday. I think it's the 26th of March at 7:30. Thank you.